In this week's Academic Muscles lesson, we talked about what I call the beautiful binder. And I'll share that link to the questions that we discussed in class. But I wanted to make the short video so that parents understood what I was telling the kids and that they can send along their homework, which is a photo of their beautiful binder. So here's the gist. We talked about how when they learn something that's really challenging, whether let's just take a math example, since that happens for a lot of kids in math, they learn something and it's coming from all these different directions. So it's coming from Google Classroom and iExcel or McGraw-Hill and worksheets and notes and like all this stuff that's very messy in their minds and like probably literally messy in their notebooks. So what we talked about is that they can then sit at home and take a blank piece of paper and create what we call the beautiful binder. And the beautiful binder is one sheet of paper with one challenging idea on it. So for instance, if they learn how to do some sort of pre-algebra problem and they finally get it and they get this one problem that they've been working on and struggling with, that instead of just having that light bulb go off and then moving on, that they pause and they take a blank piece of paper and as neatly as they can, they write that problem out again, start to finish. Maybe they even add some color, some doodles, but they clearly and simply and confidently have one piece of paper that shows them that thing that they learned. If it's in social studies, could be a map that they filled in. But I really tend to find this happens in the math and sciences more than in the humanities. So what I'd like them to do is take one subject that they find particularly challenging, or maybe it's not that challenging, but it's their hardest class, and create what we're going to call the beautiful binder, the beautiful folder. I told them I'm happy to give them a binder or a folder. But in that, they need to write on it, beautiful binder, beautiful folder. And in that folder or binder, they are going to just put blank paper that has the one concept at the top and the one problem done out. And what they'll then have is a collection of what they've learned simplified. It's a great way to then study because you have these things kind of building as the unit goes. And then when it comes to being confused in a later homework problem, you have this lovely resource instead of kind of all this stuff everywhere and you can't even find where the thing was that actually sparked the understanding. So their homework is that they need to take a picture of the beautiful binder or the beautiful folder and one sheet in it. That's it. So it could be one math problem. It could be if they're doing science and, there's something particularly hard they're studying. I think some of the kids are doing like the different parts of the earth or they're doing stuff about the tides. Like one thing that kind of summarizes it. That's it. One folder, one binder, one piece of paper. And then we know that they now have the skeleton of a beautiful binder to start adding to it as they learn and grow.